Hello, is Lucas available?
It's who? Lucas, you know what? I am walking down the strip right now. I can't even hear you, and he's back home. Who is this?
This is Ryan Token. I'm from Jayad Talent Agency. He responded to a Craigslist ad to be on a game show, and I'm trying to get a hold of him.
Perfect. Do you want me to give you his number?
Yeah, because this is the number he gave me. What's his number?
Okay, yeah, he's very interested. It's
Wait a minute. Okay. Say it again. Okay, I will give him a call. I appreciate it.
Yep, thanks, bye.
Thanks, bye.
Love you.
All right, I am going to...
You should talk some shit like you already signed his girlfriend up. She had no problem with full frontal nudity and shit like that.
I think that is funny, but I think we got a good angle with this guy because he wants to be a star. He thinks he's great, and he's not very funny. If you guys watch the videos, you'll see what I mean. So, okay. And here we go.
Hello, this is Lucas.
Hey, Lucas. Hello?
Hello.
Okay. Hi, this is Ryan Token. You responded to our ad for Jayad Talent Agency?
Yeah, how you doing today, sir?
Good, how are you?
I've seen better days.
Oh,
had an anxiety. Yeah, I had an anxiety attack today, but I'm good.
Well, maybe we can brighten up your day.
That would be great.
Okay.
I've been waiting for a good call for the last 3 years of my life, sir. What's up?
Okay, good. Well, I'm Ryan Token, like I said. I also have Ken and Jose on the line with me. We're all producers for the show. We're going ahead and we were doing, our general look-throughs to see who responded and stuff. You have a bunch of videos on the internet, so we actually spent the last 25, 30 minutes watching your videos and everything.
Sir, I've been posting impulsive bipolar videos for the last 3.5 years. A little something about the videos that you were watching, how it first began, because every person you meet has some type of story. They started posting in San Clemente, California.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me, San Juan Capistrano.
The one we were watching.
Ended up in it.
The one that we watched and enjoyed the most was the one where you're wearing the blue hat and you're walking through a town talking to bunnies.
Yeah, that's where it all began. Well, what happened was my girlfriend broke up with me, and I ended up in a Serenity house in San Juan Capistrano. And no, I was not on drugs in any of those films that you saw, by the way. I was drinking a beer.
I assumed it was. You didn't seem like you were on drugs. It seemed like you
possibly
have a mental disorder, and that's good for TV. So,
yeah. Basically, what happened? I had a girlfriend. She broke up with me. I ended up in a Serenity house in San Juan Capistrano, where I met my comedy duo friend Bobby.
Oh, okay.
Bobby, yeah. Well, Bobby just so happened to buy a $420 camera one day. And I was going through a lot of pain in my life, and I had a lot of intellect about going to a festival called Burning Man. Well,
okay.
I've
heard of this Burning Man. So, you're bipolar. Is there a chance that you have some other bis in your life? Maybe is bisexual Bobby, or is Bobby a girl?
Bobby is a guy. Okay, no, I'm not. Transsexual or bisexual or anything like that.
I can tell by your video you weren't like a dude trying to be a chick, but I wasn't quite sure.
I'm straight. I'm straight.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, metrosexual doesn't mean you're gay, so it's cool. Plus, it fits.
No, not metrosexual, nothing like that. I'm straight. I put a lot of different personality. I mean, just like every inspiring actor, sir, I have 5 different characters that I can portray towards motion picture right now that I've worked over 2.5 years on.
You got 5 seconds. So a total of 25 seconds. Give me 5 seconds of each. Go.
5 seconds of each?
Yep.
You don't tell me what the fuck to do. I am the great stepper.
Bobby, relax. Calm down. I love you, Bobby. It's going to be okay, Bobby. I understand you.
You don't fucking understand me. You got me up here wearing fucking shorts.
Bobby, I love these shorts. These are my favorite shorts. When I go home at night, I'm like black, green, yellow, red, white. Which one should I wear tonight?
Time.
Now, you're not going to get that joke because I'm using body movements right now. Because I say black, green, yellow, red, white. I'm doing a rock body motion. And on the white part, I do a body thrust like Jim Carrey.
Oh, I get it. No, that makes plenty of sense. Yeah, no, that's the thing is you're obviously a very visual actor. No, that was well played. That was well played. Not at all was that not good. It was bizarre,
basically what my humor is. Okay,
yeah.
I have one character. It's Schizophonic Lucas. It's a character that beatboxes and has animational features.
Do you base
the other
character in real life?
Pardon me?
No, I'm asking. Is your character inspired off of anything in real life, or is it truly a character?
Yes, it's extremely. My generation is this, sir. Me and my brothers, we grew up watching Beavis and Butthead when we were kids. Lost Boys. That's my generation.
Yeah.
Jim Carrey is my generation. What was Jim Carrey's biggest thing that blew him up? In living color, Fire Marshal Bill.
I
take the character of Beavis.
The movie 23. What's it called? 23.
23 was a great movie.
Yeah, I thought that one was what really launched him off.
Yeah, well, honest to be all in actual reality, sir, In Living Color is what launched off his career in the motion picture.
But In Living Color was a TV show and not a motion picture, so 23 was pretty much it. But anyways,
really, I can kind of argue with you back and forth, and I've been, Jim Carrey is my biggest actor idol, and I've read completely every single biography known to man about the man.
Several shows, even he would say 23 is what really set him apart.
Well, yeah, I mean, it played it was probably one of his films that, critic-wise, that it played a very, very serious role. Yeah. And not that many people knew that Jim Carrey could play a serious role like that. But yeah, I can kind of see that argument, him being the movie 23. That probably
he wasn't just a weirdo after that. But anyways, let's talk more about you. So you're into beatboxing.
Yes.
This may sound a little weird. Back in the late 90s, I used to actually be in a beatboxing band myself.
Wow, that's really cool.
Have you ever heard of the Candle Cooling Cunts?
No, I haven't.
No, well, we weren't big or anything. I mean, some people have heard of us, kind of underground. So, why don't you give me 15 seconds, and then I'll give you 15 seconds.
Okay, sounds good.
Go.
Well, the genre that I made up is called grime step, and I put it with my character that I have been working on for the last probably 12 years of my life. I've been beatboxing for 12 years. I have this style of beatboxing, and I put it towards a character. And what the beatboxing is it's called grime step. It's like dubstep, but it's like hip hop with throw up bass line noises.
Okay.
So I take octaves of I'm just telling you beforehand, I take octaves of throw-up noises, and I put it with my beatboxing.
Sounds pretty creative.
And I also take words like ha, ha, and I make it into my beatbox noises. So it goes like this.
Awesome. Are you okay? Are you okay?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I couldn't tell. No, that's pretty cool. That's not bad. See, my style of bebop, like I said, beatboxing, like I said, I was in a band, so like mine will sound a little different because I'm used to having four other guys making the other noises. It sounds like you kind of roll around one man, so you're the whole band. So mine won't probably sound as good without my four other guys with me, but feel free to look up Candle Cooling Cunts at some point, and we were pretty good. We still got some YouTube videos out there. So here I go.
Candle what?
Candle Cooling, like the word cool, but ing at the end, and then cunts, like a vagina.
Is it C? Right on, buddy. Okay, cool. I'll have to YouTube that.
Yep.
Sounds
All right,
good.
so here we go. Drip, 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 drip. Hollywood. Drip, 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 drip. Man, I haven't done that in a while. That's fun.
Awesome, cool. So let me ask you a question, sir. Can I ask you a question?
Absolutely.
Cool. So, what fucking camera are you using right now to videotape this, calling people on Craigslist? What kind of fucking camera are you using? Are you using a HD camcorder? I'm just curious, what type of camcorder are you using for a Jackass-style film that you're using to post onto your website?
We're actually not recording anything for our interviews. We're actually just interviewing for the game show.
This is a game show?
That's what you applied for. I'm talking to you because we spent the last 20 minutes watching your videos, and we thought you were an interesting personality. I'm getting to know you to see if you're interested in being on our game show.
Okay. Word up. I don't know. Dude, you did not, start off the conversation saying that, so I'm thinking I'm talking to, somebody that is just straight messing with me right now.
I called you and I said, this is Ryan Token, and I'm from Jaya Talent Agency. And that's who you responded to. You actually had you left me like a minute and a half voicemail where you did some beatbox and you talked about your personality, how good it would blend in with, other, like modern reality television. So, no, man, I'm not bullshitting you. I thought you were pretty interesting, so we just got talking. I mean, what set you off there?
Oh, cool, man.
I really did used to beatbox. You couldn't tell? I mean, I did it with a group of people.
I just don't know at this point if you're messing with me or you're being serious, man.
No, I'm being
I've had so many people screwing with me for the last 3 years of my life. I got discovered, and then I didn't get discovered, and then I got discovered again, and I've had a lot of stress this last 3 years that have, almost put me into a psych ward.
Oh, man.
I mean, and that's sad, man. I have a real sad Hollywood story about people messing with me. Think of if Eminem was an actor, I would probably be Eminem.
Do you go like to
Eminem, Jim Carrey of comedy?
Do you like to go by Lucas or Genuine?
Geminwise is my
just a nickname.
YouTube account. No, you can call me Lucas.
I'll call you Lucas. Cool. See, no, Lucas, I thought you were interesting. Our conversation kind of beelined a little bit, but these are actually good because I get to get some of your personality, and so I
understand that.
Fit in because our game show is actually a pretty unique one that will require some interesting personalities, abilities for people to blend in, and really fit in. So, I mean, if I'm upsetting you, because I'm sorry, Lucas, but I feel like I upset you a minute ago. Are you all right?
No, I'm fine. It didn't upset me. I'm just making sure that this is not a hoax.
No.
Because, man, you got to understand, man. I've been at this for 3 years straight. I've had a lot of people call me. I've had a lot of open-ended, broken dream promises. I've met Chris Rock. I've met Kevin Bacon, sir. I've met Henry Winkler, sir. I got discovered by Gene Lemmel, who discovered Mila Jovovich and Kate Moss after I found a cornerstone in the shape of Africa in the year 2012. I've had a lot of pain in my life, so I'm making sure out of my sanity that this is a real call that you're
Yes.
real serious about possibly interviewing me for something that you have going on.
What I can tell you is currently we are interviewing. This is a preliminary interview, and to be honest, most of them go like 3 to 5 minutes. But our conversation just kind of kicked off. You got a pretty good personality, man. So you were discovered?
Awesome.
I'm kind of confused what you mean. You were discovered at one point?
Yes, I was discovered at one point. He made promises to me and my comedy duo partner, and then he told us that we had to go earn it, kind of like how most Hollywood insiders do, to the point where they're like, you're going to blow up on your own. We discovered you. We want credit when you blow up. I don't know how Hollywood works. All I know is just that 95% of the stories that I hear, sir, have to do with sexual favors, selling soul, and I'm not about that.
Yeah.
I'm a real inspiring, spiritual Christian.
Well,
even though I'm pretty crazy, but like I still have spirituality and moral. You know, I believe in real, true Hollywood stories. I don't believe in this,
right?
You know, disgusting. Yeah. And no offense, I have been hinted on to do sexual favors to get to the top.
Yeah, no, you're telling
me. And that is true.
I'm a behind the scenes guy. I don't really inspire to be in front of the camera, and you aren't bullshitting. I can tell you that right now. It's a
I know, it's sad.
Do for me and I'll do for you type of world.
Oh yeah, and you know what, man? It's made me bawl my eyes out. It's made you know, I've been bipolar, you know, my whole life because of my father upbringing, but it's made my bipolarism like really stand backish with people. I'm you know, not paranoid, but I'm very, very selective of like who I talk to. And you know what? I've had even a little bit more doors closed because of my passive aggressive attitude towards people.
Oh, no,
because I'm just like, you know what I'm saying?
No, I felt it a minute ago. I thought I offended you, but no, apparently I get it, man. You've been messed with. I get it.
Yeah, really bad, mentally and emotionally, my whole life. And another thing is that, you know, I had this lady. I went to Haw Theater in New York, and I was like, I heard you say animation out loud. And I'm the type of person that I'm hyper spiritually sensitive. So when I hear something that I could possibly jump right into and be like, hey, I do this and that, and not like I'm glorifying or, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? I'm just like, oh my God, that's a godly miracle. I got to act on it. And that's just because I'm hypersensitive. Robin Williams is probably the same way.
Oh yeah, that guy's shit.
Yeah, and so I heard her say animation in real life. And he's this old.
Good.
She said this. He's 17 years younger than me. And I'm really fast at counting numbers. And I immediately counted the numbers, and it added my age. And she said, you should Facebook me sometime. It was immediately like, you give me a favor, I'll give you a favor to get into this class. And those type of situations would have been put on by me. Yes, and this lady was a cougar.
Oh, man.
And
what are you depressed about?
Well, man, because, you know, I have a girlfriend that kind of looks like Kristen Stewart / Audrey Hepburn. I think that our Hollywood love story deserves a chance because she's trying to be a model and I'm trying to be an inspiring actor. So when I'm on national television, I can actually have my head up high and say, no, I didn't do any in through the back door, favor for favor, head for head. You know, I can actually stand tall and tell people, you know, just so when people are approaching me to hook them up with a favor later on in my career, because I know I'm going to blow up, that I can be like, you know what, you need to go earn it. You need to go through what I went through. Because if you didn't go through living in a homeless shelter in the heart of Brooklyn for 6 months, sleeping in your car last month for over 3.5 months in San Clemente, California, meeting Nicki Minaj, telling her to Google your comedy, and her giving you a fart look face, going up to Chris Rock in front of his agent, listen to this, going up to Chris Rock and, what's that?
No, I said I'm listening. I just got
going up to Chris Rock and his agent saying, you got a business card when I've been hinted on by directors and celebrities, you got a business card, and I didn't have a business card on the spot, then you did not go through a real Hollywood story. And I've been kicked out of every comedy club in New York, from Haw Theater to Apollo to comic strip, asking to go up on stage and do my acting, comedy, and beatboxing through a 2-split personality because I can jump back from character to character, and I've heard nothing but no. And my resume is you meeting me in person and me sitting you down. This is what my shows can consist of, and I've been no. And I'm like, okay, well, I got discovered. Maybe this has something to do with it. Well, it doesn't. It doesn't. They just don't want to give me the chance, and it's sad because I have the look, and having the look doesn't have anything to do with. I sold over 35 tickets to comic strip. They were supposed to give me 5 minutes stage time. Never happened. I mean, I could sit down for hours and tell you the stories that I've been through that will blow your mind.
Yeah, I picked up on that so far. So, I mean...
Oh, and get this. It's all documented on YouTube.
I know. We've been watching. So, let me go ahead and take control of the conversation for a minute. Because, I mean, obviously, you could talk, and that's good. So, this game show, I'm not going to promise you the world. This is just a game show. But, it's one of those modern game shows. This isn't, no whammies, stop. This is a modern type of twist. TV, the game shows are going more reality television style. So this is an interesting one. This is an interesting one that we've pitched to NBC. They want to pick it up, but they haven't promised they'll broadcast it until they've seen it because it's a little bit racy. But if they don't broadcast it, it'll actually go to one of their sister cable channels. They haven't really said which one. So the money's in the bank. They just aren't sure if this is one that they want their brand affected by, or if they're going to shift it to one of the off brands.
Well, sure. Plus, they need to watch the people that are on the game show and be like, who's this kid, or who's that guy? Or
it's the premise.
Hey, John, I think that's going to be a hit on national television in front of a couple million reviewers. Yeah, let's air it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Has to do with a lot of factors. Yep,
exactly. So, are you ready to hear me out on what it is and to let me know if you're interested?
Yes, please. Go ahead.
Okay. The show is called Racist. Now, it's not spelled the normal way racist is spelled. It's spelled RACE-IST. So it's the word race and then IST. So it's called Racist. Now, the premise of the show is kind of, have you ever see, like the around the world type of shows, like they have them go across country and try to get places. The Great Race type of shows. There's a few different ones, but
I remember a movie that I watched back in the day, motion picture. It was called Rat Race. Is it like that?
Yep, similar concept. So the concept's been around for a while, but we're going to put a nice, interesting spin on it. Here's the thing: we're going to set up. We're actually going to set up in a really bad, poor area. We don't want to tell our contestants which ones because we don't want anybody to cheat. So right now we're just going to use Compton, where it's not actually going to be Compton, but it's going to be an area like that. So we're going to get 10 white contestants. It'll probably be...
Yeah, this is funny. You're going to take 10 white contestants and put them in Compton?
No, it won't be Compton, but I'm using that as an example because we can't say which one because you won't know. Now, are you listening?
Okay.
All right.
So it's going to be a black neighborhood, am I right?
Correct, sir. You got it. All right. Now, listen, Lucas, I'm going to pitch the idea to you, and then we'll listen to your comments, okay?
Okay, sorry. I'm hyperactive. Please go ahead.
I know, and this is funny. This is a crazy idea. It's going to be a brilliant show. I don't care if NBC doesn't play it. If it goes onto another station, it's going to be a freaking smash. So here's what, okay, so we're going to drop 10 white people off, and now here's the thing. They're going to be given random, what would be considered racy or racist type of costumes, like, for example, a KKK costume, a Hitler costume, a skinhead costume, an old 30s movie-style blackface costume, things like that, right? So we'll randomly take them, put them in this kind of costume. We'll give them an address, which will lead them out of that neighborhood. Now, they don't know where they're at or which directions they got to go, and they got to go get the information from the locals. And so the first person to get out of there actually wins $100,000. And if you can win 5 challenges in a row, so 5 cities in a row, so you have the potential to win $500,000. And so, as you can see, it's a race. You're dressed like racist. It's called Racist.
Are you guys out of your fucking mind?
Not these days, man. I'm telling you, this show is going to be huge. The shock value alone is going to drag so many people in. You laugh like an evil villain.
Oh, this could really make and break me, bro.
Why is that? Why do you say that?
Oh man!
Is this
Do we get to pick? Do we get to pick what outfit we're getting in or not?
No, you don't get to pick the city, and then we throw you in whatever random one it is. I gave you 5 examples. There will be other ones. Basically, you will stand out like a sore thumb. You have no clue where you're at. You're given an address, and it could be anywhere from 5 to 20 miles away, and you got to get there. First person to get there wins. $100,000 is worth running through the ghetto dressed like Hitler to me. What are you thinking, Lucas? Is this something up your alley? I mean, I like your personality. I think you could help sell it.
And we do, just to be fair, sorry to interrupt.
Oh, that's fine.
Your costume, we have you spin a wheel each week. Just to be fair, you spin the wheel to see what costume you get.
Yeah.
So basically, you control your own destiny. You know, you got the, such and such chance at getting whatever costume.
How many times am I going to have to go through this? Go through where I'm going?
Well, here's the thing. It depends. If you win, it's think of it. You know how the old Jeopardy rules were, like the winner comes back. So if you win the first day, you get $100,000. And then you move on to the second day, and you're going against 4 more people. So potentially, and it's going to be it's going to broadcast for a whole week, 5 days, and so potentially, if you won every day, you could get $500,000. But no matter what, for participating, you get $5,000 plus all the room and board and flight and all that. So, I mean,
so say that last part one more time.
The money part or the room and board part?
Both.
Okay, so the first day, all right. As a contestant, I'll start from the beginning. As a contestant, you get $5,000 for participating. Then, we pay for your flight, we pay for the hotel, all the stuff that the room and board type of thing. So then, let's say you win the first day. You got to the goal first. You beat the other 4 people. So
I get $5,000 for doing this.
Yeah, I mean, we don't expect people to go on TV for free, so there's usually...
It's basically an appearance fee is what it is.
I mean, we're going to put your face on television, you deserve something. And so you get $5,000 for doing it, and then $100,000 if you win that first day. Now, the thing is, there's going to be 5 episodes. So if you win the first day, you go on to day 2. If you win day 2, you go on to day 3. Each day that you win...
Okay, I got that part.
Okay.
What happens if I blow up on national television and the ratings are going through the roof because of my appearance and my look, which I know my appearance and my look...
With your personality, that's not out of the question. You're going to get pulled onto talk shows. We're not going to pay you more money. You get that amount of money, but they're going to pull you onto talk shows. Then the sky's the limit after that. It's kind of like, think of the American Idol losers, right? The guys who are like the runners-up. It's not that they're never going to make money, because they're going to make money. It's just American Idol's not going to pay them. They're going to go on to this show and that show, and them shows are going to pay them money. So potentially, if your personality's there and they love you, you could make more money. But the most you're going to get off of us is $500,000, and at the very least, you'll get $5,000.
I'll do it.
You do it. Okay.
This is so nuts. What happens? Okay, what happens if I get beat up?
Run. If violent occurrence, remember, it's the race, man. You're not. You just got to run. You got to keep going. I mean, it's part of the risk. It's part of the game. The recent research of reality television is showing that people are bored of watching Howie Mandel tell people what suitcases to open up. People are getting, America's starting to become more like Japan. They want to see violence. They want to see people get hurt. They want to see confrontation and things like that. This is what people are after these days.
Yeah, basically, you ever watch True TV? They tell you it's non-scripted TV. That's bullshit. They script it all the time. We want true non-scripted television. We want reality.
You want raw TV.
That's right.
We want blood, guts, and people's feelings out on the floor. That's what it takes to sell advertisements these days. I mean, it's a really interesting show. I mean, the concept is great. The host, who will pretty much just be doing talkovers and then interviews with the winner, is actually Louis Anderson.
Louis Anderson actually agreed to do this?
Well, yeah, he does. The other few months ago, he jumped off a diving board for money. That guy will do just about anything for money these days. But he's a pretty funny guy. One of the funnier facts.
Yeah, he's great. I watched him growing up as a kid. I remember Bobby's World, man.
Wrong guy. That's Howie Mandel.
Oh yeah. Howie Mandel. That's my bad. Yeah. No, Louis Anderson's. What? I'm trying to remember. It was
Life of Louis.
Yeah, Louis.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you ever catch old Louis when he was on Coming to America with Arsenio Hall and Eddie Murphy? He had that short little role in there.
Oh my God, that was so long ago. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That was awesome.
Yeah, you kind of chuckled a little bit when he was explaining the whole premise, behind the costumes. Just think of it this way: if we dressed you up in Jehovah's Witness and made you carry around some stuff like that, you'd never get anywhere. At least this way, you got a little bit of a chance. You'd be knocking on people's doors.
Because you're going to have to run for your life, and you're putting me in Compton or in East LA on Skid Row with all the meth addicts and crackheads and goblins and goblins. Oh my!
Well,
I'm going to be running for my life.
I think you'd be in. Who knows? We don't know what's going to happen. They might respect you for it. I mean, it's not like you're walking around with a suitcase full of money. Then you're probably going to get shot and killed. If they see a guy in a Hitler suit, they might think he's crazy enough to not mess with.
That's what I'm going to say. They may sit there and go, "All right, this guy's in a Hitler suit in Compton. We may not want to mess with him."
Now let me ask you this, Lucas. Your reality show does, even though they do go by, hey, it's reality, right? I'm not going to bullshit you. Producers do sink their hands into it a little bit. On the hills, it's not like those people constantly hung out. They push them together, basically. So if we wanted to spice things up with your personality, I think it's great. If we offered you a slightly more money, would you be willing to ham it up, so to say? Maybe if you were in the Ku Klux Klan, go up to somebody and just be like, "Hey, nigger, where's 1834 East Street?" To get, would you be willing to ham it up? Or is that too far for you?
I was away from the phone when you were. Did you tell them where the locations are?
No, we cannot tell any of the contestants where. All I said is that it's comparable to Compton, because if we tell them where, then if let's say I said, oh, it's in East Town, Memphis. Well, they're gonna Google it and learn the streets.
Yeah, so or even Detroit. If we stuck them in Detroit or something.
Yeah, that's why we can't tell them. I mean, unless they're really good at remembering all major city ghetto area maps, then I don't think nobody can cheat us. So, anyways,
there's no way that NBC is going to air this, you guys.
Well, here's the thing. You could be right.
There's no way.
This is what they said to us when this idea got pitched, and they said they'd take it. They took it because they know people will watch it. What they said is, we don't know if we want that brand on us, but we own enough stations.
Exactly. For a fact people are going to watch this all over. This is going to go huge.
And then so they said we can make money off of it, because that's all they really care about. They don't have morals or anything. They just don't want to mess up their branding, because their branding helps advertisements. So they're all pretty much soulless. So they're just going to put it on one of their sister stations if they don't put it on NBC. But here's the thing. Maybe it'll get enough hype and they won't care.
They'll have the typical posting at the front edge of it saying, the views and opinions of this, this show reflect back on this program, or I'm sorry, on this station, and
Yeah.
the general corporate talk that kind of weasel their way out of any responsibility.
Yep. He's absolutely right. So the thing is, it could end up on NBC because they make a lot more money off NBC. Let's say they put it on, True TV or something. Yeah, it'll get some views and it'll probably get some spin in the media. But if so they might get best case scenario 4 million viewers. They'll hit a 4 spot. But if they put it on NBC and it's this kind of controversy, I honestly, I could see a 30 to a 35 spot. Couldn't you, Ken?
Oh, I could definitely see at least that.
Yeah. So back to my question. I mean, would you be willing to take more money? Let's say we offered you 25,000 instead of 5,000, but you had to be the racist asshole. You had to play the character. You had to be the guy everybody hated. Not happy-go-lucky Lucas. Would you be willing?
And it goes without saying that you would have to sign a confidentiality agreement.
Yes.
Nobody can know that we gave you extra cash.
Yep.
Or anything like that.
Yeah. Well, that'll be between me, you, and the IRS. I mean, you don't have to. $5,000.
And the whole entire world looking at me as the biggest racist person when I found a cornerstone in the shape of Africa.
Well, people are going to love it because right now the United States, as always, has been polarized with racism. They're going to love this show. I can tell already.
And the thing is when you do your private interviews, because they, just like all the little private interview boxes and stuff, it's not like you can't say I was playing the role. I'm not like that. You can say whatever you want in those booths, and the editors will most likely include it. The thing is when you're on the streets, it's real big to, you can...
So I have to be like, hey, fucking nigger. Like doing it like that, or I can be like, hey, my nigga. Can I say, hey, my nigga?
Yeah, if you...
Or do I have to say, hey, fucking nigger? There's a huge difference between being really derogatory and being, comical, because I'm a comedian, man.
You have creative...
Ken. Hey, Ken? Yeah. He gives me a great idea. I like Lucas's creativity.
Because I can be like, hey, what's up, my nigga? Come here, my nigga.
Why don't we...
Hey, my nigga.
Lucas,
you see the difference between me being comical and being funny on national television and being like, hey, you fucking motherfucking nigga, get over here. You see the difference?
Hey, Lucas, how about we make you a gangster wannabe, and then I think Ken, I think Daryl, who we're pretty sure we might Daryl, we can get Daryl to be the racist. And then you could be like the gangster wannabe, like the dude who tries to belong. The guy who acts like he was born there. I mean, would you be willing to do that?
Fuck yeah.
Okay. All right, let's hear some. Talk.
So I'm a gangster wannabe.
No, hold on. I'll set the scenario.
It's kind of referred to as what you would call
I'm sitting on the porch. I'm sitting on the porch. I'm drinking a beer, and 40. I forget they drink 40s there. I'm drinking a 40. I got 4 guys next to me. You gotta find where 1830 East Street is. Come on up to me and ask where it is.
And I have to be racist.
Yep. And no. You gotta be a gangster wannabe. And then I'm gonna talk back to you. So I
got a better idea. How about this? Okay. This is balls, bro. How about I wear short shorts? Okay. Think of it like this. How about I wear short shorts and I go, hey, do you guys know where I can get some crack cocaine? And I go, crack, body thrust, crack, cocaine. By the way, I'm looking for this address.
Okay, so you want to be kind of the gay flamboyant guy.
You know what?
How about gay? Yeah, how about gay flamboyant guy trying to find an address, but at the same time being a little racist?
Okay, I like that. I like this. Oh, go ahead, Ken.
You ever watch that show Reno 911?
Yes.
Yes, that would be me.
Shorts,
okay,
right there.
So let me get this right. Let me get this right, Lucas. So you don't want to go on television and be the bigot and the racist for like an extra 25,000, but you'll go on there and be the flamboyant gay guy who's slightly racist?
Yes.
Okay, you sold. I love it.
Yes.
Here goes that sinister laugh again. I love it.
Hey, John.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just remind him that if he gets shot, it's not on us.
Yeah, there will be waivers if you're attacked, shot, worst case scenario, killed, or anything like that. We actually will have waivers to sign because we can't be held accountable for that. So your approach will be everything. That's part of it too. If you got a good approach to these people and they don't harm you, fine. But
we do have plainclothes security officers, but they're not.
they're not
authorized to intervene at any point. They purely spectators.
Yep. Basically, they'll work as more or less to protect a camera crew who will be kind of hidden out and about. So they're not really there for the show stars. But it's not to say that we won't. If something happens, it's not to say that we won't.
If something happens and someone comes up to me and they're about ready to beat the shit out of me, I'm gonna be like, relax, I'm a comedian, and I'm gonna do my body throws. I'm a comedian. If they start running after me, I'm gonna run.
That will definitely work.
And when you sign the papers, when we do get those around and get you in person here, towards the bottom, there's actually going to be a section where you'll sign, and we're going to take an insurance policy out on you. In case something did happen, then we have some money we can give back to your family.
Yeah, and we'll give some of it to them, and then the rest will go to the production company because we lost a star. But anyways, that's just kind of how it sounds. That's pretty typical. I mean, Fear Factor had the same thing.
That sounds about right.
If somebody dies, then it's not that the family doesn't get something, but the insurance policy is mostly because basically if you die, we can't air it, so we lose a shit ton of money with all the production costs and all that. So
unless I signed a waiver. What about unless I signed a waiver saying that you can air it, and whatever happens out of it, my family becomes millionaires, or whatever the hell. Who knows?
You'd be okay. I don't know if any channel is going to air somebody's.
Dude, if I'm gonna die with honor. I'm gonna die as the funniest comedian in the world. My story is gonna be on YouTube. My whole life is on YouTube right now. Yeah, I'm gonna want you guys to air that if I die. At least I'll die with some honor. At least I'll die chasing my Hollywood dream to become an actor-comedian.
All we can really promise is 0.003% of the insurance claim. But, I mean, the insurance policy will probably be for at least $1 million, so that's pretty good. It's like $3,000 or more.
Well, then that would go to my family and my girlfriend then. I mean, there you go.
Yeah. Okay, I'm ready to pass you on to the round. It's basically round 2 of the auditions. So I'm going to put a check mark next to your name because you're willing and I like you. So you get a check mark. As a matter of fact, I'm putting a check mark plus. So basically, we're gonna do a round 2 next week. We should, because right now we got like 3,000 people. I got a lot of people.
To give his girlfriend a call back also.
Yeah, the number you called us from to leave, it must have been your girlfriend's number because I called that number back and she said it wasn't your phone. So.
Yeah, that's my girlfriend Minya.
Okay.
And she's an aspiring model. She looks kind of like Aubrey. She looks like Aubrey Hepburn / Kristen Stewart. And then I mean like almost splitting image.
Oh, okay.
I mean, all you gotta do is look at our YouTube account. See what I look like. Look up photographer or whatever. I'll send you a link.
Yeah, I'd seen your picture or your video, so I know what you look like, but I didn't see hers. But okay, what we're gonna do then is with this check plus, that'll pass you on to next week, and I think we'll be giving the call probably back next Friday. We're hoping to get through all these, and we should be down to the last 100 or 120. It really depends on how many people impress us. So we're gonna call back next week. We'll probably have some kind of games. Kind of a role-playing game to make sure you can play into the roles like we're hoping you can, and then if you pass that well, then you're pretty much there. At that point, it's just a matter of getting.
Okay, so because I'm in Las Vegas right now. I don't know if you know that.
Nope, didn't know that. Well, we have a our because we actually sell the ideas to actual studios. So we're selling to NBC, but we got a little place. We got one in Michigan, and then we got one in LA, and they're just little offices where we mostly do a lot of our work, and then we hire temp agencies a lot of times to help us filter through a lot of the calls and things like that. So we're actually, right now, I'm in the Michigan office, but usually about 9 months a year I'm in the LA office. So.
Now,
Awesome.
I also had another question. Did you have a Twitter account that we could take a look at? You know, maybe you have some, good ramblings on that we can include in the show. If you make it that far, you know, we could do little bios, little quotes from you.
Absolutely. It's at, can't remember on Twitter. I haven't gotten onto it in a very long time. I mean, it's pretty good. I mean, everything that's posted on there is from my I mean, I've been trying to network market. It's all new to me. You know, I'm not savvy and blowing up my YouTube channel, obviously. So I try to connect my YouTube and my Twitter account with each other so I can try to blow up my reviews on YouTube. But God, if I get on national television and I'm doing a pre-bio before going on to this game show, which I'm sure you guys are going to want a biography before I get on here, that's going to blow my YouTube account through the roof if that's aired on national television. So either way, if I get shot or killed, at least we kind of both win, don't we?
Just to give you a fair warning.
Because that's what I've been trying to do. I mean, you can tell by looking at my YouTube account. This guy's been posting so many videos. Why is he doing that? Well, here's the thing. It's my biography. It's where I started and where I'm at right now. And where I was then was 3 years ago to right now. You can look at the dates on there. So it's got my whole Hollywood story on YouTube, from me sleeping on the streets of Hollywood Boulevard to me being in New York City wearing short shorts, trying to do body movements, saying, I am a pipeline stepper, trying to get discovered. So if this happens and this blows up on TV, and I send all my apologies for being racist on TV, at least America is going to be like, wow, this kid really was trying to be an actor, and he went on a game show to blow up.
Yep.
And his YouTube life, he has everything on YouTube.
And it's a nice little, it's actually a better approach than a typical game show like Jeopardy or something, too, because you get a lot of personality. So. And
also, you wouldn't believe this, but we just got off the phone right before we called you with a lady named Michelle who was interested in this show. And she went right along the same lines as you. You know, she was trying to get started, and people, all they wanted to do was have sex with her. You know, you wanna do this, we're gonna have sex. And you know, she's really, you know, she was really upset, and we had to explain to her, you know, that's not the kind of program we're running.
Good for her. You know what? Then she deserves to shoot for the stars, because if she put her foot down and she put her faith in God in that way, then she deserves everything she has asking for her in life and more, because then that gives people hope.
Yep.
And when there's no hope and there's no proverb, if there's no vision, then people are not going to prosper, sir.
Yeah, I hear you, Lucas. Well, I'm going to have to cut this conversation. We got a ton more calls to make. Like I said, you got to check. I got to, you know what? Off of that last blow up, need to make it. You're getting a check plus. That's it. All right, you got a check plus. We're going to call you back next week. Be ready to role play some concepts. We're going to try to really pull out the best acting we can out of you. We got a nice sample today, and I think it was perfect. But it was great to meet you, Lucas, and I look forward to our conversation next week.
Sounds great. Hope to hear from you. If my phone is turned off because I've been reaching some
we'll call your
real
girlfriend.
Financial problems right now in my life, you have my email address. Did you get that?
Sure. Do you have like a Facebook also, just in case we need to get a hold of you that way? We could also do that.
Yeah, it's under that's my Facebook account.
All right, did everybody write that down? All right.
Sure, yep, I jotted it down here.
Okay, great. All right. Well, I can't wait to speak to you next week, Lucas. Bring your A game.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. Hope to hear from you.
Yep, take it easy.
Okay, bye-bye.
Fucking
Wow.
nut job. God damn.
Well, and I called that one. As soon as that guy left me a voicemail, I said, I think I found the next Michelle.